Ladies and gentlemen, it is now confirmed that Rick Grimes and Michonne from The Walking Dead are coming to Call of Duty, Modern Warfare 3, and Warzone, and I am so excited for this. Obviously, I'm a big fan of The Walking Dead myself. I have been for more than 10 years now, so obviously having their characters as playable characters within the multiplayer and the zombies and the Warzone is just going to be incredible. They even went as far as to put Rick Grimes on the main cover art for Season 2 of Modern Warfare 3 and Warzone, so that kind of tells me that he's probably going to be a Battle Pass character, and there's also been some rumors that he might even be a Black Cell character, which is kind of insane. I'm definitely going to be purchasing it. I'm not one to usually buy bundles. Even in Modern Warfare 2 last year, I've only purchased one bundle, and that was the Homelander bundle. But obviously, this is Rick Grimes. I have to buy whatever there is Walking Dead related in this game. I'm going to do it. That includes Rick and Michonne, and I'm very excited to try them out in game. I have heard that at least for Rick Grimes, he is going to be voiced by Andrew Lincoln, so it's not going to be some, person trying to impersonate his voice or anything like that, because that probably wouldn't come across as sounding that good. It's going to be Andrew Lincoln himself with the dialogue, so you're actually going to be able to hear that, and that's going to be so cool. I'm not sure if that's going to be the same for Michonne. I hope so. I'm assuming it probably is going to be the same, but I guess we'll have to wait and see. Now, the way Call of Duty seems to be promoting this season, they make it very clear about facing the horde and hunting to survive, and that really does make it sound like this is going to be a zombies-filled season. Obviously, Call of Duty has been about zombies for a long time. Zombies are a big part of it, so this will be heavily tied into most likely Modern Warfare Zombies. I have heard that the brand new Fortune's Keep map, which is going to be added to Warzone, is also going to have some zombies elements to it. And apparently Horde Point, which was a really fun mode back in World War II, which came out, like 5-6 years ago. Actually, wait, 7 years ago. Oh my God, I can't believe that came out 7 years ago. But yes, they had a game mode called Horde Point back in COD World War II, where zombies were essentially thrown into the multiplayer maps and you were fighting against zombies and other players with just normal hardpoint match. It's just you had zombies thrown in the mix. It was really fun, and that will be returning in this game. So it is going to be a zombie themed season, but what else could they possibly do for a Walking Dead event? What I'm assuming it's going to entail is just those things. It's just going to have Horde Point, which is kind of like their idea of some sort of Walking Dead themed mode, even though it's not really Walking Dead themed, it's just zombies themed, but they'll definitely do that. They'll likely do a special camo, just like they did for the boys events, and there has already been a leaked camo that looked like Lucille, like the Lucille bat from The Walking Dead, that kind of wrapping where it had like barbed wire going through it. So that'll likely be the camo we get for some sort of event challenge that they throw into this game. And to be completely honest, that's all I'm expecting. Like, that isn't nearly as much as I want from this sort of event, but just based on what they've done before, I can't really see them doing a lot more than that. The most they've ever done is a mode, and obviously, the bundle stuff, and occasionally something extra, but usually not. The most they've ever done for a collab in Call of Duty history was obviously the Godzilla vs. Kong event, which was this whole big thing. It wasn't just, new skins. It was literally a giant Godzilla and a giant King Kong thrown into the Warzone map where they were, walking around. You could fight them and they can fight other players and kill other players, which that was one of the coolest events they've ever done in COD. But even better, in my opinion, was the Die Hard event from Black Ops Cold War, which also included a whole new area for Verdansk, which was themed around Die Hard with, of course, the Die Hard Tower. Stuff like that was just so cool, and I would love to see more of that, but I just can't see them doing that for The Walking Dead, although, there's so many opportunities for them to do it. First of all, you have locations like the prison from Season 3 or Sanctuary from Season 7 that would look perfectly fine on Urzikstan. You can definitely find a location on Urzikstan to throw those locations there, or why not like a round-based, zombies map within a Walking Dead location like that. Obviously, they would have to have, the time to put that together, and I just don't think they do, especially with all these layoffs and the fact that Treyarch has to work on COD 2024 zombies. I just don't think it's likely, but it's just something that I think would be really damn cool, so I might as well just throw the idea out there. Something a little more realistic that they could definitely do for Modern Warfare Zombies, which I'm really hoping they do, is like a Walking Dead themed mode where when you load into Modern Warfare Zombies, you play it in a very different way where there's only zombies, there's no boss zombies, no, crazy big bosses. It's literally just zombies and that's it. And it's headshots only, which of course would align with what the Walking Dead universe is like, where there's no special zombies in that universe. It's all just regular zombies. They don't even call them zombies. They literally just call them walkers. And of course, you have to kill them in the head. You can't kill them by shooting them in the body. You have to get a headshot. So they could do that for a mode, I think that would be really awesome. And they can also do something completely different with the mode. They don't even have to make it an extraction shooter type thing where you exfil with loot and then you come back with more loot. You can literally just make it like some sort of an endless survival experience where you jump into the map and you just fight these hordes of zombies and you go from place to place, maybe doing objectives, maybe looting for stuff you can use in that game itself, but you can't actually extract with it. I think that would be really interesting, just a new way to play Modern Warfare Zombies rather than the same gameplay loop that Operation Deadbolt has. I think just adding new ways to play is what this mode needs more than anything, in my opinion, because I'm getting really bored of the extraction shooter type feel of it. It's just, I don't know, I don't like that gameplay loop anymore. I just want to jump in, play as long as I can, no time limit, none of that crap. Just jump in, kill some zombies, maybe level up my guns, but also focus on it being like a zombie survival horror type mode, or even throw in PvP as well. There's been rumors of them adding a separate PvP mode to Modern Warfare Zombies for quite some time now, and I think this would be actually a really cool way to do it, because obviously The Walking Dead is a lot more than just the zombies. It's also heavily focused on other people. So obviously you could also just do the AI mercenaries like they've always had, but what if it was also like, full on other players that were fighting against you? Or what if, oh my god, dude, my ideas are just going all over the place. I mean, honestly, I just want a Walking Dead game in general, but if this is the closest we can get to it, just imagine how cool this would be. So my exact idea I had before with you having, a bunch of zombies on the map, but what if there was also a bunch of reskinned mercenary groups, and they don't look like the mercenary groups in this game. They don't have the same skins. Rather, they reskin them to look more like different groups from the Walking Dead franchise. So for example, what about the Saviors? And you would actually have a bunch of like biker looking dudes who would, dress normally like what the Saviors dressed as. And you could have an outpost that is specifically centered around the Saviors, just like in this game, they have outposts for specific mercenary groups, which are of course called the Strongholds. And if they were to add something like the Sanctuary as a location, imagine you can then infiltrate the Sanctuary with one of those, key cards that you would get for the Strongholds, and you fight Saviors, and then you can take on a Negan. And obviously they'd have to, have a Negan boss or something, but like, imagine how cool that would be, man. Like, stuff like that is the type of shit they should be doing with collabs, not just a skin and maybe an event that kind of connects to it a little bit. I'm talking about full-on shit like that. That is what they should be doing, but will they do that? I don't know. It's entirely possible, because when you go to the last season of Modern Warfare 2, which was of course season 6, they did a whole Haunting of Verdansk event, which included boss fights against collab characters with, of course, characters from Diablo 4. And why not do that again? You know what I mean? Like, they should be utilizing stuff like that more often. We should have had a Homelander boss, for example, in DMZ. Like, stuff like that just should be thrown into the game. And I think this would be a great opportunity to do that with The Walking Dead, with having certain, enemies, certain warlords be Walking Dead characters. But would that work a lot better if they actually also did the Sanctuary as a map location? Of course it would. But do they have the time for it? Do the devs have the time to do all of that just for an event? Probably not, which is unfortunate. I really wish they did have proper time to actually do stuff like that, but oh well. I guess we're never going to get the full Walking Dead event that I was hoping, but like I said, I'm just leaving it up in the air. These are just ideas. I also really hope we end up getting a carryover, at least for some operators, for COD 2024, because I would love to be able to play as Rick Grimes on some round-based zombies maps. And if round-based never comes to Modern Warfare 3 Zombies, then obviously we're never going to get to play as Rick Grimes on round-based zombies, and to me that sounds kind of depressing. I would love to be able to play as him in COD 2024 Zombies. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. What do you think we're going to be getting for this Walking Dead event? Do you think it's going to be a lot? Do you think it's not going to be much at all? I would love to hear your thoughts. I will see you guys in the next one. Peace out.